me ask you, you're a boxing fan, right?
Yeah, it's bad.
Canelo versus Terence Crawford. Like right now, according to betonline.ag, Canelo's favored -180, Crawford's 139. That means that if you bet on Canelo, you'd have to bet $180 to make the $100.
That's not that bad.
It's almost 2-to-1 odds.
Yeah, but
Almost.
Canelo stuff used to be way crazier than that.
Terence Crawford's no joke, though.
You know, I mean, I would bet Terence Crawford on the fight.
So you would bet on Terence Crawford?
Yeah.
Why?
He never lost. Mayweather beat Canelo real easy. And I don't think Terence Crawford...
Mayweather beat Canelo way early on. Way early on.
But
plus, it's Mayweather.
Listen, Law is Mayweather. He a cheat code. But I think if anybody can beat Canelo, it's Terence Crawford. I mean, I'm not betting against somebody that never lost. You know what I mean? Now, if Terence Crawford take his punches, that's what we got to see.
Yeah, September 13th in Las Vegas.
That's going to be the biggest fight ever, probably.
It'll be on Netflix.
I think it's going to be the biggest fight ever.
Yeah, Canelo's getting $150 million. Crawford's getting $50 million. Huge paydays for everyone involved.
I think they'll get probably back end money, too.
Yeah.
But how does that work? Because it's not pay-per-view. Do they still...
Netflix putting up the money.
So I'm saying, so they don't get no back end then?
No, there is no back end. There's ticket sales.
Yeah, because you know, pay-per-view, the back end is the most.
There's no pay-per-view.
I guess if you give me $50 million up front, I don't really care about the back end. You give me
but Netflix doesn't do back ends, period. Like even
so
on
he
movie
getting 3 times more than Terence Crawford? God damn. That's crazy, bro. I would at least think it'd be 2 times.
Look, it has to be. Like, I don't know if it's even been done before like this, but I don't think anyone's been successful at least at it. But he's got to. It's going to be tough. Like, I don't know how he's going to do it. Like, but I just know Crawford is so smart in that boxing ring that if anyone's to do it, he's definitely someone that can do it. So the weight stuff should be a rule, and it is in boxing that you're just not meant to jump it. You're not meant to jump multiple weight divisions like he's doing. But if it's Terence Crawford and he's smart out there and he knows what Canelo has to offer, because Canelo's one, he's jumped up from weight divisions too. Like, he used to be a welterweight a fairly long time ago, like I was.
Good big guy does beat a good bad guy, but a great little guy, does beat a great small guy, but a great small guy beats a good big guy. We might be talking about a great small guy here. We'll find out after this fight, but we might be talking about, which I think we already are, but I think we're not talking about a good small guy. I think we're talking about a great small guy. You understand me? So this great small guy, like you saw with me, a great small guy can do it.
You got a love for boxing.
Yes,
Who
love boxing.
gonna win the fight, man? That's coming up, the biggest
Crawford.
fight in boxing.
Crawford.
Huh?
Crawford. I'm not hesitating. Crawford. I'm not even hesitating. Crawford.
You gonna stand on that all the way to September 13th?
I love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. I can't see anybody knocking out Canelo Alvarez. But I do believe that if you can box and you can move, that you can beat Canelo. You can outpoint him.
That's right.
When I think about Canelo, one of the things that I don't like about Canelo, despite his greatness, and a neck as wide as Broadway, for crying out loud.
Right.
It's like almost every shot has to be a power shot.
It's a power shot, yeah.
That's not beating Crawford.
In the ring with Canelo Alvarez, Terence is not going to see anything that he hasn't seen before. No, he hasn't seen this beast on fight night, but he's seen versions of this beast for a very, very, very long time. People have said that he's a blown-up 147-pound fighter. If you remember, he said it was hard for him to make 147 when he fought Errol Spence Jr. I was like, yo, how is that possible? I didn't realize, like, he was really doing everything that's needed to gain the weight properly. Most fighters don't know how to gain weight and fit into a weight class properly. He's done that.
Going to be looking to attack Crawford's body. That's what he's going to do. He's going to try to attack his body viciously. You know, Canelo's going to be looking to land anywhere. It doesn't matter because he knows that his power hurts. He knows. And the more shots that Crawford takes on the arms, takes on the body, takes on the forearms, it's going to eventually start to slow him down.
Perspective, having fought Terence, him now fighting Canelo, moving up 2 more weight classes to fight a lot bigger guy.
Сейчас всем интересно вот это бой, потому что они занимают паунд по паунде. Кроуфорд, у Кроуфорда есть высокий IQ, и обоих стойках он может боксировать, он можно давить и бегать, и даже ближний бой тоже может. Поэтому мне тоже интересно, если он не набирает лишний вес, может тоже выиграть это. Есть.
Well, are you a boxing fan?
Yeah.
Canelo versus Crawford.
Crawford all day, man.
Now.
Crawford all day long.
Now, according to betonline.ag, Canelo is favored minus 172. Crawford is the underdog at plus 151.
Oh, good.
So that means if you bet $172 on Canelo, you'll get $100 back. Almost 2-to-1 odds.
Wait, are you saying Canelo is the under?
Favored. No. Canelo's favored.
Oh.
So that means Crawford. So with Crawford, if you bet $100 on Crawford, you'll get $151 back. Meaning that he is basically
underdog.
He's the underdog. They'll say that he's going to lose. Now Crawford is undefeated. Canelo had a couple defeats like Mayweather, but in general, he's been doing it a bit longer. And Canelo's naturally bigger.
So
you give it to Crawford?
I'm going to bet
Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford, two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. But now they're finally meeting in the ring, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Canelo has ruled the super middleweight division for years. He's powerful, experienced, and dangerous at 168 pounds. But lately, some say he's slowed down. His last few performances haven't had that same spark. His father time catching up, enter Terence Crawford, undefeated, undisputed, and on a mission to make history. He's jumping up not one, but two weight classes to take on the biggest challenge of his career. Some call it crazy, others call it legendary.
How you can throw your hands. I know you're a big boxing fan. Crawford, Canelo coming up.
Ooh.
Who you guys got?
Ooh.
Don't take the easy road out on me. Give me a prediction.
Listen. In our gym, Crawford sits right there, and Canelo sits right here. That's why you play the game. We're gonna find out. But I'll say this, and I love Crawford. Canelo's a bigger man. He ain't never been hit by a man like this, but Crawford's a great, great fighter. One of the greatest I've ever seen. I love Crawford. I try to be like him. I love Canelo. I can't call it. I won't call it.
When is the fight?
13th.
September 13th.
Who you like?
I'm going with Canelo, man.
He's just because he's a bigger dude. I don't know, but Crawford's a great. We're gonna find out. I'm glad Crawford finally.
Same night as that, over in Las Vegas, Canelo Alvarez takes on Terence Crawford. What are your thoughts on that sort of super fight? I guess you could say.
Yeah, what a fight. Very hard to pick a winner, isn't it? Very hard to pick a winner because, like every good fight, no one really knows the skill and competitiveness and ring craft of Crawford, or you can say the same things about Canelo, but just he has that size. And but I see Crawford in New York when Hamza fought Berlanga, and he doesn't look too small anymore. He's filled out a lot. He looks quite big. It's a great fight. I think they're equally matched in skill, and it's going to be one of the best fights. It's going to, like, when you see how skillful both fighters are, the tricks they have, and how they fight. It should be one of the best fights of the last, I don't know how many years. It should be up there with the best fights we can remember.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you.
I think it's a good matchup. It's a fight that we all been wanting to see. Bud has the skills. He got the discipline, IQ to win, but Canelo has all that with the size. So I think it's a good fight. I'm happy that Bud got the fight. My dad was the one that told him that he should take the fight. Yeah. Bud, I don't know if y'all haven't seen it. Or not. Bud came out and said that my dad was the one that told him to fight Canelo a long time ago.
Really?
So yeah.
Like in a private conversation, he just recommended
he told him,
that.
like, man, the fight for you is Canelo. And
really?
and Bud looked at my dad like yeah, but
now it's here.
Yeah, no, it's here now. So I think it's a good fight for boxing.
Is your dad picking Bud to win that fight?
Of course, yeah. And I'm picking Bud too. But will it be an easy task? No. But if anybody could do it, I think Bud can.
It's not about only getting used to the power, and it's also about be mentally ready. Because when people are not prepared them mentally, they like afraid or scared, you become weak, your body becomes.
Crawford's supporters point to his unmatched boxing IQ, elite footwork, and ability to adapt in any situation. Fighters like Sean Porter and Roy Jones Jr. believe he has what it takes to outclass Canelo, especially if he controls the pace and stays out of danger. But let's be real, Canelo isn't just any opponent. He's a punisher, and at 168, he brings a different kind of pressure. If Crawford can't handle the size or absorb those body shots, it could be a short night. The odds makers slightly favor Canelo. But this isn't just about odds, it's about legacy.
¿Qué tiene que hacer Crawford para ganar la pelea contra Canelo subiendo de peso, como tú subiste de peso muchas veces?
Es una pelea muy dura, pero depende de cómo venga el hombre. Tiene que voltear y pararse, confundirlo. Te paga, sale y él piensa que tú te vas a pagar y le boxea. El otro asalto, él piensa que tú le vas a boxear y te le paga, entonces lo tiene confundido. Y a ti se le puede.
Not going to be Crawford, and that's not going to be Canelo. They're going to be their peak of what they are at this point. Because again, Crawford is 38 years old. Canelo will be 35 by then. So I think they're going to be the peak for what they are at their ages. But it's easy to go, wow, what have you done for me lately? That's usually how everyone kind of sees everything. So, but I think it's good. I think it makes the fight more enticing if people are thinking, a lot of people are thinking that Crawford can win. And don't get me wrong, Crawford can absolutely win the fight. I'm not saying he can't win the fight. But in terms of, you know, how I see it, it hasn't really changed my thoughts because I know better than to just trust that last thing I saw because there's a lot of confusion.
There's a big fight coming up next, that being Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. That's actually next month.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you have? Who do you have win this fight?
I'm going with Crawford.
Why is that?
I just feel like Crawford, he just has the grit, and like me personally meeting Crawford several times, it's like the man is just so competitive. It's like I don't even have to say nothing to him. He'll just like, man, when we sparring, it's like his competitiveness is always gonna put him over the edge, and then he just has that like, I'm not gonna let you bully me, or you know, his skill set. And it, you know, I know they talk about Charlo when Charlo moved up, but I feel like it may be a little bit different for Canelo this time around because Crawford took the moving up in weight classes serious. He did the dieting, he did the training. So I feel like when you put in work like that, you know, it's a win-win.
So you don't think Crawford, you know, gaining that weight, because I saw him, he's pretty big. You don't think that's going to be a disadvantage for him in this fight?
No, it looked like he put it on the right way. You know, the nutrition, the you know, like I said, the training. You know, Crawford, he trains hard, so I feel like, I know they say he probably went up to like 185, so he has to lose that weight. But I think if he did it the right way, which I know he did, he'll be successful. Except on
face Canelo. If you could give some pointers to Crawford, what should he do to come out victorious in September?
I think you just got to watch the Bivol blueprint, the in and out. I mean, a lot of fighters getting stick now for being runners, Tom and Jerry and whatnot. But stick to what you're good at. Terrence Crawford is an exceptional talent. He's won titles through the weights, undisputed at, what is it, 3 weights now. And listen, if anyone can do it, it's him. I think the weight will be too much of an issue. Canelo is a special talent. And I think the weight will play a factor in the fight. But listen,
Canelo once done it and made the step up to super middleweight. I would like Crawford to be more at light middle and middle to build into it, but you take these opportunities when they come, and that's what great.
Very well, and I think he wears Crawford out and wins a going away decision. Crawford is an all-time great, obviously, but there's weight division.
Both fighters have everything to gain and everything to lose. September 13th, Las Vegas, no pay-per-view, streaming live on Netflix. Canelo gets $150 million. Crawford gets $50 million. This isn't just a fight. This is a moment in boxing history. So here's the real question. Can Crawford pull off the impossible, or will Canelo remind everyone why he's still the king at welterweight? Drop your prediction in the comments, smash that like button if you're hyped, and hit subscribe because the countdown to war has officially begun.